On the Donut Smp, there are a lot of money making methods, but today I'm going to show you the top 4 beginner money making methods on the Donut Smp. I would recommend watching to the end because the last money making method is by far the best. Alright, the first money making method is going to be chopping trees, as on the orders, they make a lot of money with oak logs getting $422 each. So yeah, I'm just going to chop down a ton of trees after 10 minutes and I'll see how much money I get. Alright, so I was just chopping trees for around 10 minutes and I got pretty much 3 stacks of logs. So now I'm going to put them in orders and see how much I get. So if we do the top one, which is $331 each, and I put all of those in there, that is $61,000 in just around 10 minutes. So if you are a beginner and you want to get a lot of money fast, chopping trees is a really good and efficient way to make money. So once you get enough money from chopping trees, the next thing you could do is find a tundra, and you could get a silk touch pickaxe, and they go for roughly around like 90 to 100k. So I'm probably gonna buy one right now. And what you could do is you could mine the ice, and you can get ice. And if you search up on the auction house, ice is selling for roughly around 15k a stack. And if you just mine enough, you can get a ton of ice. Alright, so I just finished mining a ton of ice, as you can see from this patch here, and I got roughly 3.5 stacks. So if we go in orders and we type ice, and they sell for roughly 400 each. So if I just give all of this, that makes 84k, and I actually have extra. So if I want to give extra ice, I can do this order. I'll do this one. I give even more ice, and that's $100,000 just from roughly 5 minutes of mining ice. So you can make your money back from buying that silk touch pickaxe. So I would really recommend this method if you are trying to get some good beginner money. Alright, so the next money making method is to find a lot of sand, and what you want to do is search up TNT on the auction house, and you want to buy roughly like 16 TNT would be good. And you also want to buy buttons, so I'll just search up buttons, and see, you could buy, I'll just buy 32. And what you want to do is you want to place TNT and place a button, and just click the button and the TNT blows up, and this will give you a lot of sand in a fast amount of time. So yeah, I'm just going to blow up all of this and see how much I can get. Alright, so I just collected all the sand, and as you can see, I have pretty much a full inventory. So if we go in orders and I search up sand, it's going for roughly 135 each, and if I give all of this sand there, that's 187k just from that. So just from that I made profit, and I still have half of my sand left. So if I give all the sand here, that'll be even more profit if it would actually order. So if I'll just give all of this sand, $100,000. So I just made roughly 200k profit just from that, and I got pretty much all of my buttons back. So this is also another really good money making method. Alright, so once you have enough money, you want to go to a blue biome in the nether, because if we look on orders, warp stem, which is the wood right next to me, is selling for around 700 each. So if we just chop down all of these trees, we can make a ton of money. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to chopping and see how much money I can make in a few minutes. Alright, so I was just chopping trees for a few minutes, and I have around 2.5 stacks of wood. So if I go on orders and I type up warp stem, I will do 711 each, and I'll put all of those in. And just from 2.5 stacks, I made $100,000. That is roughly 40K more than the oak logs. So this is by far the best money making method for beginners. If you could find a blue biome in the nether, chopping down these trees is by far the best money making method. So I really appreciate it for everyone watching, and I hope y'all can make a lot of money on these methods. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one.